So we are at Brackley Bay. So this bay is behind the popular Brackley Beach. It's kind of nestled in next to Cove Head. We created an artificial reef project out in the bay. So it consists of 16 modules, just of common cinder blocks. And then so for each modules, we planted them with different treatments of seaweed. So the main ones that we were looking at is the growth of giant Irish moss, which is currently found only in Basin Head. So we wanted to try it here, but then we also wanted to try it with cohabitors, so different seaweeds that would grow alongside the moss to see how that would affect the moss's growth. We're hoping that this will have a positive impact on the biodiversity, but also it has larger impacts on the lobster industry. So lobsters are very, very fond of having cover, having rocks, right? So at an artificial reef system like this, we've seen quite an increase of lobsters living in the reef itself. We take salinity and temperature samples just to make sure the water's either the same or we haven't changed it too much with the introduction of blocks into it. And then we also take samples from the moss themselves to see how much they've been growing. And then we also drop down a piece of equipment called a BRUV, Baited Remote Underwater Video. And it's something that I actually built. And you place a camera on it and you put a piece of bait on it and then you drop it down. And that is a fairly non-invasive way of measuring biodiversity. The Masters in Cleantech program is basically a program to create leaders that can then go out into industry and further cleantech projects, but knowing the entire picture and being able to basically use their interdisciplinary experience in the field. It is 16 months, so basically you start in the fall and then you will end a year later, but in the summer semester. So it's quite unique as a program in that way because most master's programs are about 2 years. So some of my further research will look into offshore wind farming, and offshore wind farms, the base of their turbines is similar to an artificial reef system. So if this reef increases biodiversity, we're hoping that that can be basically used then if companies do decide to develop offshore wind farming.